Hello, I am Mark Yurievich Smirnov, a physical therapy instructor and rehabilitation specialist. In my practice, there is one question I hear more often than any other. People ask it with both hope and a sense of resignation in their voice. Doctor, is it really true that after 50, everyone starts having back pain? After all, it's just age. And every time, I feel how important it is, not just to answer, but to explain. To explain in a way that takes away the fear and brings understanding, and with it, the confidence that something can be done about it. Let's put aside complicated medical terms today and talk simply, like neighbors. I'll share a metaphor with you that, in my opinion, best explains what happens to our back after 40. And most importantly, what to do about it, where to go, and where to start. Imagine that your back, your spine, is your own personal house. A house you've lived in your whole life. It's built very cleverly and reliably, with a strong framework, flexible joints, and its own system of communications. Like any house, it doesn't fall apart in a single day. At first, it starts to send you signals, quietly but persistently. You wake up in the morning and it takes some time to get moving, to stretch out. It's like when the doors in your house stick a little because of the dampness. That's the first signal. Then you spend a long time sitting at the computer or in the car, and when you get up, your body moves stiffly for a while, as if it needs some lubrication. That's the second signal. In the evening, your back aches and hums, even though you didn't seem to do anything strenuous. It's like the floorboards creaking under the weight of the day that's passed. That's the third signal, and a sharp pain in the back is no longer a creak, but a crack. That's the emergency alarm. Your own house is shouting at you, "Attention, this is dangerous. I'm going to block this movement now to prevent a collapse." We often brush off these signals, saying, "Oh, it's just a draft. It's age. I just turned awkwardly." But that's like ignoring water dripping from the ceiling or a crack in the wall. You can live like that for years. So why does this sturdy house start to fail? There are always three reasons, three weak spots that each of us has in modern life. The first reason is the foundation. In our body, the role of the foundation is played by the muscle corset, the deep muscles of the abdomen and back. They are supposed to hold the entire structure tightly and securely. But what happens? We sit a lot. These muscles fall asleep, shut down, and weaken. The foundation sags. And then all the strain, the whole body, every movement, falls on the walls, on the vertebrae and discs themselves. But they aren't designed for such constant load. They start to wear down and get compressed. The second reason is the roof, which is not allowed to breathe. Our spine is made for movement. Movement is like rain for the roof. It washes away the dust, nourishes, and prevents it from drying out and cracking. But what do? We condemn our spine to long, agonizing stillness. We sit, stand in one position, stare at a screen. The roof doesn't see life-giving rain for months. It dries out, becomes brittle, and loses its flexibility. The discs don't get nourishment, and the joints lack lubrication. The third reason is the communications. Delicate wires and pipelines, nerves and blood vessels run through our house. When the foundation has sunk and the structure is crooked, these vital pathways get pinched. That's where numbness, tingling, coldness in the legs, and weakness come from. These are signals that the connection is working intermittently. And here is the key point I want you to remember. Age is not the cause here. Age is simply the amount of time this house has been built, but what destroys it is not time, but how we live in it day after day, what habits we bring into it. I had two patients, almost the same age, both nearly 60. One lived according to the routine of work, car, couch. On Saturdays, he would try to get healthy by digging up the entire garden at once. His house was constantly either sagging from inactivity or experiencing hurricane-level loads. The other one wasn't an athlete. But he did two simple things. Every day, he walked his dog for 40 minutes, and every hour at work, he would get up to walk to the window, stretch, and change his posture. His house was regularly aired out and received the necessary care. Guess which one was constantly visiting doctors with pain and flare-ups, and which one couldn't even remember the last time he thought about his back? The difference isn't in age. The difference is in the system, in daily self-care rituals. And now we've come to the most important part, the good news. This house can be repaired at any stage. Not just patching up a crack, but restoring its strength. And repairs always follow one logical, proven plan. You can't just slap a new foundation onto old, rotten walls. Everything is done step by step. Stage 1. If you only have warning signs so far, stiffness, fatigue, discomfort, this is the stage of preservation and prevention. Its goal is to stop the silent destruction and start nourishing the tissues. So, what should you do? You need to restore movement. Not sports, not strength training, but movement itself. It's like airing out the house, oiling the doors, cleaning the gutters. Daily morning mobility, 5 to 10 minutes of the simplest movements, lying down or standing, cat stretches, gentle twists, pelvic tilts. Walking is your main medicine. Not fast, but for pleasure. 7 to 8,000 steps a day is the best lubricant for your joints and discs. Workplace hygiene. Adjust your chair, place your feet on the floor, and set a timer every 45 minutes for a 2-minute warm-up. This will protect your home from drought. Stage 2. If you have already experienced cracking, shooting pains, acute pain, or flare-ups, this is the stage of strengthening the foundation and load-bearing walls. Its goal is to restore control and stability. Here, the focus shifts. You don't just need to move, but to teach your muscles to work correctly. Altogether, stabilization means key exercises performed lying on your back, on your stomach, or on all fours. For example, forearm planks in short sets, the bird dog exercise, and pelvic lifts while lying down. The point of these exercises is not the range of motion, but the ability to engage the deep muscles and maintain the position. Movement retraining. We learn to bend over again by hinging at the hips, not the back. To stand up by pushing off with our hands. To lift by bringing the object closer to ourselves. These are instructions for the safe operation of your body. Finally, stage 3. If the problems have become serious, chronic pain radiating to the leg, numbness, or if you have been diagnosed with a herniated disc or protrusion, this is the stage of major repairs according to a plan. The goal is targeted correction under supervision. Here, self-treatment is not just useless, it's dangerous. You need blueprints and a foreman. Accurate diagnosis. An MRI scan is often necessary to understand exactly what kind of issue we're dealing with. Work with a specialist. A physical therapy doctor or rehabilitation specialist creates a personalized program tailored specifically to your situation. This is your individual reconstruction plan. The main principle at every stage, from the first to the third. We are not fighting pain. We are systematically restoring to our body, our home, what it has lost. First mobility, then stability, then strength and endurance. And you know, the most common question after such an explanation is, Doctor, where exactly should I start? Is there some universal but safe way? If you are in the recovery stage after a flare-up, or you have a diagnosis, for example, a herniated disc in the lumbar region, and you are looking for a reliable and proven foundation to work from, I have a specific recommendation for you. There is a very detailed video on my channel. It's called Exercises for Lumbar Hernia, Basic Physical Therapy Complex. It's not just a set of movements, it's a well-thought-out, step-by-step system. It starts with breathing and a light warm-up, includes careful work on mobility, stabilization exercises lying down and on all fours, and finishes with a proper cool-down. There is no abruptness or speed in it, only smoothness and attention to sensations. If you want to truly and properly repair your foundation, strengthen your muscular corset, and activate blood circulation, this complex will be the perfect foundation for you. I'll leave the link in the description below this video. Be sure to watch it and do it regularly. This is exactly the kind of care system that changes everything. And now I'm going to ask you for one simple thing. Forget about diagnosis for a minute. Just remember the house metaphor and think about what signal from your back you hear most often. Please write this signal in the comments. This is an important moment for me, so that our next meetings can be even more useful for you. If this kind of conversation, without fear-mongering, with clear images and a concrete plan, resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel. Here, we will continue learning to understand the language of our bodies and to restore its lightness. Thank you for the time you have devoted to yourself and your health. Remember, your home is unique and one of a kind. It's worth taking care of. Take care of yourself. And until we meet again.